Hi there. Welcome to another edition of TAV Tech Tips. I'm Cory. Today we're going to be talking about hand tools and everything that you find in your tool bag. From stud finders to electrical testers to screwdrivers to ends of cable. First, we will start with a stud finder. Stud finder is a very important tool that we use on a daily basis to hang TVs. Without these, you would be hanging them into a bare, dry wall. And that's no good because the TV could fall. So what we use these for are to find the studs in the wall. They pick up either wood or metal. Next, we're going to talk about a Cat6, Cat5 tester. These are very important because if you pull many cables, you need to find out which cable it is if they're not labeled correctly or if they are crimped wrong. Next, we are going to talk about an electrical tester. These can test continuity of cables, they can test voltage, they can test amperage, and that is important because every piece of equipment takes different voltage and different amperage. If you have a nick in a cable, these can tell you that there is a nick. Next, flush cutters. You use these every day. They are to cut tie wraps, they're to cut cables, they're to cut wires. They're used to cut anything that needs to be cut. They're small, portable, easy, and they are cheap. All right, next are wire strippers. And as the name implies, they are used to strip wires. We use them mainly for stripping wires to connect to different pieces of equipment, to Phoenix connectors, also known as screw-down connectors, and speakers. Next, we have a punch-down tool. What these are for are Keystone punch-downs for cats. Cat5, Cat6. These two things go together and you can use these in racks, you can use them on wall plate keystones, you can use them for couplers even if you need to. Next is a Cat6 Crimper. We use these on a daily basis. Every piece of equipment we use nowadays is ran Cat6 or Cat5. You can use these in racks, you can use these in wall plates, you can use them for back of transmitters, back of receivers, and even TVs. Because most smart TVs now do take a Cat connection. And a screwdriver. Everybody has a screwdriver. These ones that we use are multi-bit screwdrivers because every piece of equipment, every screw is different. You could have a Robertson, you could have a Phillips, and these all have different heads in them, different sizes for each screw. Next, we got a precision screwdriver. In the AV world, we call these tweakers. They are for fine screws on Phoenix connectors, RS232 connectors. You can get small screw downs for more or less any type of connector now in the AV world. The one I have here has a double end. It has a Phillips and it has a flathead. Next, you know what this is? It's a tape measure. We use these for everything. For getting the heights of projectors, the heights of TVs, lengths of cable, measure racks. Anything that needs measuring, we use a tape measure. Now, just onto a couple of the connectors that we use in the AV world. Right here, it's a RG6 coax connector. These are connect coax cables to cable boxes or TVs. Nowadays, you only usually see these on cable boxes. This is the Cat5, Cat6 connector. We use these every day, like I said, for equipment, racks, walls, anything, because everything these days is going digital and you need a Cat6 cable for those. Next, we're going to go RS232 connectors. You can get a male or a female. These are mainly used with control systems, going to projectors, going to transmitters, and even going to TVs. Next, we have an HDMI Keystone. These can go into wall plates, so you can plug an HDMI cable directly into the wall so you don't have cables strung out along cables. You can even use this as a coupler for an HDMI cable to extend the length if you don't have enough length on a HDMI cable. All right, here is an HDMI cable. You can use these for projectors, TVs, video game systems. Everywhere in the AV world needs HDMI cables. What we have here are low voltage mud rings. You need these in the AV world to make things pretty, nice, so you don't have cables coming out of holes in walls. You don't have cables strung out on floors. It's more or less to hide cables and put Keystone connectors or anything on those. And last, we have the handy fish tape. What this is used for is to get cables through walls, conduit, floor boxes, anything where you have to pull cable that is not accessible through ceilings or walls or floors. It's easy as that. And that is all we have for today. Thank you for watching TAV Tech Tips. I'm Cory. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.